So these are my notes and you should be able to read them.
My pronoun is I, okay? Because I'm myself. But if you are dealing with identity, I totally get it.
Seriously, my legs are going cray-cray. That's all you get to see, okay? We're going back to my life before assaults. Get it? One person. You get to choose one person if you're that lucky. If you're lucky in life, you get a person. Bye-bye.
Confused. The world is confusing, but thankfully you got amazing guides to help you called professors and teachers every day. I would trust your professors and teachers because you have to go through stuff to get to that position in life. Okay? I will, not losing that word, that's Kohl's, because they made up a story because we're a family company. So take back your word family, please. Don't mess up the people who I'm trying to advocate for. Their families matter too. I will now challenge self, look again, and delete. Just trust it, because I don't have consent. No consent. That's what I'm saying. This is what no consent sounds like. Also, fudge this. I am a teacher. I wrote it. Done. Oh, and people, because it was the office for the after-school program. There were people in there all the time. Is that really the best place for a student with special needs to learn? Oh, I guess a hallway or a gymnasium or the cafeteria is the proper place. Why don't you just give me the room on the first floor that's empty? Well, because it was the multi-purpose room where the parents hung out. This is a very unique school indeed. Parents have all the power. Don't forget. So finally, I'm labeling these voice memos. I'm not going to show it, but there's one at 12:28 p.m. for 5 minutes 39 seconds, and another one at 12:11 p.m. for 7 minutes 24 seconds. Then one that says I get the last word. 11 minutes 32 seconds a.m. At 10 minutes 3 seconds. Then another one at 11:08 a.m. Oh my gosh, at 8 minutes 46 seconds. It just goes on and on and on and on. I think it started around 5:30 a.m. So when you have the frequency increase of this, you need to just end it in one go. So make a decision. Are you willing to sit with people that are unwilling to recognize that their behavior is the exact reason for the severity of trauma, which is being quantified, since I quantified everything? And thank God the decision I made was to finally say, hey, this is the voice sample and the writing sample, the last one ever, because you do not get the last word. I learned that frequently, or recently. So thank you to the news program and the safe voice, Lawrence O'Donnell, who is the safest voice. So I don't have to listen to these. I don't have to show a screenshot of them. I don't have to do anything about it. That's it. Then you just go delete, 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 and anything in the moment. Like when you go home and get your mail, you get it and do it right away. That's the one thing I noticed that was different. I couldn't just get my mail and go through it that day. It just wasn't happening. I couldn't get to the mailroom. Maybe because the word was mail. Who knows? But now it's over. So they know exactly what to expect. They know what they can do in terms of if they want this to end, because I'm saying you can walk away from it, but it won't end for me. So make sure you drop off that very thing that I need you to drop off now, because I don't even know why you want to keep something that wasn't meant for you. Anyway, I'm happiest today. And that means I'm going to sing. So when you're happy, you spread the good word. Everything goes back to my faith. And I don't sing. I refuse to sing. I never sing. And that's why when someone said, well, you don't even sing in the shower, I said, absolutely not. Well, I never had to describe it, but I will now. Because of an experience I had with somebody cornering me and singing to me and wanting compliments and just being so emotionally abusive. All right, let's get on. And also, I have a student. She's a musical learner. It's really hard to get through to her because she has suicide, unfortunately. So I'm going to break up this mental health crisis that I've been experiencing at the hands of healthcare into the littlest bits and pieces now in order to absolutely remove it entirely. But the positive thing, so when I hear her, remember, when I swear a lot, that's her. Motherfucker this, motherfucker that. I made it into my fine motor and mental fatigue until I could realize, wait, that's her. Thankfully, somebody knew exactly who I was talking about. There's one person in my life that knew about her. Those conversations. Oh my goodness. Who is this person? She's not just she's a behavior and a characteristic that many people have. And that's why if you're around somebody like this, super emotional, needing a validation, insecure, swears a lot, gets into rage, I get the last word, and I'll explain that. Because no, the consent is for once in my life. You do not listen to your voice because it's full of contradiction. This is your strategy, and I reject it. So their strategies are weak, busted, rusted, and not effective. The best strategies are, quite frankly, to build each other up. Because we have this potential inside of us, and if we all meet our potential, just think of all the good works we could do. That's what gets me excited. All right, let's start. There's adrenaline in my body. I haven't felt this good in so long, and that's when you make a decision to say no to the right people who cannot conditionally abuse you anymore. It's over. When that noise, just cacophony of bleh happens, just know I'm layering it. I don't want to be exposed to this anymore, and yet I need to get it out. So step one, get it out. But it's really inspired by them getting it out around me, talking about things. And then when you talk to other people, the contradictions. So what's best is to keep people separated. You isolate them so nobody knows the story. That's a really good strategy. Unfortunately or fortunately, the people that think this way let it out repetitively. Then I was concussed, and now I'm reliving it. So now, diagnosed with PTSD, I'm like, well, what's the difference? The difference is these sensory memories on replay that won't let you go. But they will let you go once you acknowledge them. So this post is going to have the table of contents in it, and the next videos will cover the 3 areas, which will be England, Northumbria, Scotland, fashion, and elevating women in domestic violence, and anyone that doesn't feel, oh my goodness, oh geez, let's just say I do this thing where I will buy 2 of something. I think it stems from when I was growing up, I had hand-me-downs from twins, so my best friend and I would dress the same, just different colors. But yes, I buy 2 of something, and then when I really want to connect with someone who says they're struggling, they're flailing, and I say, well, I do this thing. It's to always let you know I will remember you, and your story was so moving. Plus, they kind of fit the mold of female looking, female sharing trauma where they don't see themselves. And I connected with women that shared their childhood trauma, and I gave them these things. And then you find out, what the heck was that story about? And then you realize, how many other stories have I been told? Anyway, so we'll start with this coat, because I'm not a flashy person, but by giving this to somebody and making them so excited and so happy and so warmth and loved and fashionable, I felt like I could wear this coat, and now I can wear this coat and not feel super duper flashy or out there, because the one thing I don't want to do is get attention or be seen as, oh my God. First one to do after dinging, misspelled, whoops, last bit of noise, pain from dinging electronics, since that was different being here. So no, didn't have to bring all that tech to my home. All right, and so the way to dampen someone bringing this tech into my home and they didn't have to be there, somebody entered my home and they didn't have to be there, because in their therapy sessions, as you know, they admitted it. But the most important part is the words, someone said no and someone said nothing, and he was forced. You can fill in the blanks. I'm not trying to identify them. I already sent them a postcard to get rid of the adrenaline, to say, it's gotta come out of me. I'm not killing myself over this. I'm saying I'm answering the question, what's wrong with him? Well, he lies. That's it. That advocacy thing I said when I called you, when the music was fading, and I said, I'm not losing music, and your body goes into this dark place. I called them and got my answers. Oh, so he was there. Like I said, you can go anywhere. And in Chicago, you can get an apartment the next day if you need to.
Be untaught.
Fathers have that relationship, especially more with little girls. Right?
Yeah, but it's like, we taught her, I don't know why we taught her this, but we taught her to say TT, as a bodily function.
Yeah.
And now I'm having this nightmare that she's going to go to school and she'll be like surrounded with kids and they'll be going, well, look what we've got here. No meat. Looks like it's time for a little initiation.